Hello and welcome to whoever happened to stumble upon this video or come back to my channel. Hi, my name is Dana and I am very happy to have you here today. So today what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be talking about my YouTube stats and how I track them in my bullet journal. And this was a requested video, which I love because I would love to hear what you guys want me to make because I want to make content that you want to see. And also it gives me ideas of what to make next. So if you have any suggestions of videos you would like to see from me, comment them down below and I will make them for you. So first off, I got my computer here. So I'm just gonna do a quick rundown of what I like to look at for my stats so I can show you how I track them in my journal. All right, so first off, what we're looking at is the last 28 days of my channel. So just for some background, the things that I like to look at are really my view count, my watch time, and my subscribers. Those are the main things that I track. Mostly watch time and subscribers, and I will tell you why. So if you're not a YouTuber, or if you are new to YouTube, the big things that people care about are 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. And those numbers are really important because that's what you need to get monetized on YouTube. And if you don't know what monetization is, it's when YouTube will start putting ads on your videos, which you can make money off of. So those are big numbers for a lot of people, and that's kind of a goal of what to get to. So I like to look at really the last 365 days because when they're talking about watch hours, it's your watch hours for the last 365 days. So I've been really lucky, and you'll kind of see this. I had a big spike in my channel recently, all thanks to one video, which is what I'll use as my example when I'm showing kind of what I look at per video. So this spike right here is actually interesting. This was right after I started my channel, and I got my first 300 subscribers off of a viral TikTok that I made actually about my channel. So if you are still around from that TikTok, comment down below. Yeah, so really looking at my watch hours is my biggest thing that I look at when I look at my 365 days, but this doesn't really tell you a lot. It's kind of just a really smushed graph, so it's kind of hard to get any sort of pattern out of that. But that's just what I look at for sold numbers. And the thing about this number is this updates every day at 1 a.m. So if I want my most recent stats, I'll actually go into my videos and add it up myself, which I do more frequently than I'd like to admit. And then subscribers is easy to see. It'll show you that on your dashboard, on your analytics, if you click on your channel page. And then what I actually like to do to see my view count, so let me just switch to another thing really quick. This is a random way to look at it, but it shows you an exact number. So I'll go onto customize my channel, because usually it'll just tell you 14.2K, but if you want to know the exact number, it'll show you it right at the top here when you customize your channel. So that's one of the numbers that I like to look at as well, but that one's not really as track worthy for me. I just kind of find it interesting to look at every month. But when I'm looking, so these are all my videos on my channel, and I'll show you what I look at on one specific video, which this I don't really track in my bullet journal. This I just kind of look at for myself. So I'll look at my best performing video for my example, which shout out to you guys because this video has done so much good for my channel, and I'm just baffled because this was really the first video I ever uploaded with the intent to start a YouTube channel. And as you can see, it was just kind of vibing, not really anything crazy, around 300, 400, 500, 600 views, which even that I was amazed by, because for me, a video that has over 100 views, I'm this video is doing good for me. And then as you can see, this video has 9,000 views, which mind blown. And it really spiked up. So this is the kind of stuff you can look at, and I'm looking at it since the video was published, to kind of see more in depth about a certain video. So you can see this video has had a big upward trend. You can look at the watch hours per video, and as you can see, this video in particular has really contributed to the watch time on my channel, how many subscribers you've gained, how many people have watched it in the last 48 hours, which again, this video is doing unprecedentedly well for my channel. I'm mind blown. Your audience retention, and this is important because people are only watching 25% of the way through the video, which really no one watches your video 100% of the way through, except me, my boyfriend, and my mom watch my videos all the way through. I'd be surprised if most people did, and that's like pretty common on YouTube. Like, think about yourself, like, do you watch videos all the way through? But it's important to kind of keep your videos interesting and not clickbaity if you want a higher audience retention, because you can see, like, for a video that's clickbait, you'd have a really sudden drop off where people kind of realize that the video is not what it's intended to be, or like not what they thought it was going to be. And this contributes to like your watch hours and subscribers, because the longer people are watching your video, the more watch time you're going to get from it. And also, if people like your video and are staying around, they're more likely to subscribe to your channel. Yeah, so that's kind of what I look at for individual videos, the likes. Another really important thing is the click-through rate. So for me, I kind of consider anything above 10 to be good for me. And that, as you can see, there were 60,000 impressions. So what that means is YouTube showed this video to people 60,000 times, or to 60,000 people, and 12.7% of the time people clicked on that video. So that's the amount of times that people clicked on your video after being shown the thumbnail. And if you have a higher one, YouTube's gonna keep showing it to people because they say like, oh, when I show this to people, they watch the video, so I'm gonna keep showing it to people, like this must be a good video. And that has a lot to do with your thumbnail and your title. So if your thumbnail and title aren't great, even if you have an amazing video, people aren't gonna click on it, so they're not going to watch it. And another thing that I look at are what people are searching to find my video. So these obviously all have to do with Redbubble stickers, because that's what the video is about. But those are kind of the main things I like to look at when I'm looking at a certain video. I don't really look at the trends too much when I'm looking at one video in particular, but I like to look at the search. So what people are looking at to find this video, because then if people are searching Redbubble and they're getting to my channel and this video is doing really well, I'll make more videos about things I have to share on that topic, because I know that's something my audience is interested in. Look at the click-through rate and the watch time. Those are the big things for me. So it's kind of like a basic what I like to look at when I'm looking at my stats. And then for my journal, what I like to do, and this has kind of changed over time. Back in the beginning, when I first started my channel, I didn't really do anything. I would just look at the numbers and count them up myself and go, oh, okay, cool. Like, oh, I gained another like hour of watch time, like that's great. But I didn't really do anything with it. But I find, well, one, I love bullet journaling, so I wanted to bring YouTube into my bullet journal. And also it's really motivating because you don't always really see your progress unless you're like directly looking at it. I started off like really simple. I didn't really track much at all. I had my first ever spread related to YouTube, and then at the bottom I just put what my subscriber count was on the first of the month and the last of the month, and that was really it for my first like attempt at tracking. And as I kind of went on, and this I started at the end of the month of May, and this is my old bullet journal, so I'll show you. I have clips of me making my new version of my new bullet journal. So this was my first 100 watch time hour tracker, which I was so excited to fill, and I just did it going up by 5s because back earlier in my channel, and this has really only been the last month that I've been seeing like really consistent growth, I would get like maybe an hour at most a day, and that would be like really good for me if I gained like 1 hour, 2 hours a day of watch time. But now with the couple videos that I've had that have gotten a lot of traction, I've been gaining like between 10 and 20 hours a day, which I'm like still not over how like amazing that is for me. So yeah, this was my first 100 hours, and like I was saying earlier, that 4,000 is like our where we want to go. And this tracker I actually stopped using because I remade it in my new journal, but this is my first 1,000 subscribers, which still I'm at in between the 550 and 600 right now, because again, 1,000 is where we're at for that monetization. And then I had made another watch time tracker after I filled up the first 100, and this one went up to 600, which I was able to fill up before I moved out of this journal. So that's kind of what I would do like as time went on. That wasn't really a monthly thing. I just fill that out daily or every couple days whenever I can fill in a new bubble. And then what I started doing in June, and this is what I find really motivating, because it's hard to see day by day, especially if your channel is growing really slowly, that your channel is growing. You can kind of feel like you're not making progress, and that can make you kind of feel like, why am I even making videos? Like, are there really people out there who want to watch them? Like, my channel kind of feels stagnant. Am I going to get to my goals? And this is just like in addition to the other trackers. So this, I didn't want to do something where I have to keep filling it in because I already have that. So this was just a basic, like on the first of the month, I wrote down my subscribers, my watch time, and my view count. And this was the month that I had those couple of videos about Redbubble really blow up for me, so I started seeing some real growth right away. So I did what they were on the first of the month and the last of the month. And I was really amazed to kind of see like the growth that I had. And I did this again for July. And though I am moved into my new bullet journal, I'm kind of using this one until the end of July because I already did my monthly setup in July in this journal. So I had kind of what my numbers were at the start, and July's not over yet, so I have yet to fill those in. But very exciting. So that's what I do kind of as like a monthly thing. And and I'll show some little clips of me making these because I recorded them when I did my new setup for my new journal. But what I did for this one, and this is really kind of a similar thing, I just made a bigger version, was again, I transferred over my first 1,000 subscribers, like I had said, and this watch time, which gets a little messy at the bottom because it's hard to fit, but it also goes up to 1,000. And even just today, like when I recorded this a couple of days ago, I think I colored it up to like 640 or 650, and today it's at 730. So like I was saying, like blown away by the growth my channel has had, and I really owe it all to you guys. Like thank you so much, because I can't believe I'm almost to my first 1,000 watch hours, because even just a month ago I was only at like 150. So the fact that it's 730 watch hours, like I'm blown away that you guys have watched my channel for that amount of time, and it's really awesome. So that's kind of how I like to track my stats. And really, like I was saying earlier, this just kind of motivates me to kind of be able to really see the growth as it's happening, because sometimes it can be hard to feel like your channel is growing. So I would recommend this to any new YouTubers, or even just any YouTubers at all. Or if you aren't a YouTuber but you want to track like your Instagram, or if you have a blog, kind of the amount of like traction you're getting, it can really help you feel like you're making growth, because sometimes it can be hard to feel like you are. So I hope, to the person who requested this video, this kind of answered your questions. And if there's anything else you guys are curious about my stats or how I track or anything like that, you can leave comments down below and I will get back to you. Like this video if you liked this video. Subscribe to my channel if you have not already. Contribute to my stats that I am sharing with you guys. I post new videos every Sunday and Wednesday, so stay tuned for those, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.